Welcome to another episode of the Metroid Prime Randomizer. I'm joined by Clifton.
Hello. Sorry, I guess that's my introduction, isn't it? All right.
Today we have Knowledge versus Robo Scout, and we're doing odd settings, so vanilla elevators, vanilla scout, and we'll start at that. That's it.
All right, and we have our timers ticking down here. So any moment now we'll get going. Yeah, Op, you're a little muffled for some reason.
Is this better?
Much better.
Okay. I was sitting
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So we start in landing site here. Vanilla elevators, so no elevators are randomized at all. You're going to see everyone do space jump first, just because it's a free item
Yeah.
that you can do right off the start. So let's see what they get here.
Missile.
All right, so that means they can basically just rush Artifact Temple right now, get the hints for where their artifacts will be, and they don't have to come back till later.
Anything.
All right, looks like Robo Scout's opting to go to Chozo.
And changing his mind.
Yes. All right, yeah. So both runners are going to go grab the hints right now. Makes sense. So I guess while they're doing the long trek to Artifact Temple, good to mention that this is just going to be trivial logic. So we're talking pretty easy tricks for the most part. And logic should be easy to follow, even if you're not a racer yourself. So, yeah. If there's any tricks we see that they do that's not in the trivial category, we'll go ahead and explain it all to you. So you can all follow along. And, yeah.
So, what do we have here?
E-Tank.
E-Tank. So, nothing special yet, but it'll keep it from dying too easily. We'll see if any of them check their artifacts right away. Some people wait to do it.
All right. Plasma processing, elite control access, shore tunnel, control tower, warrior shrine, Ice Ruins East. All right, that's not terrible. Mostly just phase on. That's kind of rough.
Yeah. One of them's going to require boost.
Power bombs for PPC. No.
Yeah. I was thinking of plasma processing. It would need boost and ice and plasma to get out.
Yep. So here we just have them both making their way to Chozo, which is... Oh, never mind. Looks like Gollop's going to go ahead and get the item underneath Root Cave. And let's see which direction Robo's going to opt to go. Looks like same thing.
Yeah. Surprisingly, they're looking for crash site.
They're definitely not going to take this elevator since they can't do anything through it. Unless they get Wave Beam here. But it'll be... Because of the density... Grapple Beam? Because of the density in Chozo, it's pretty obvious that they'll just go there. Grapple Beam's not really going to open up too much here.
Yeah.
There's not too much to say about that, really.
Yeah, it could open up one in Chozo once they get there. The grapple ledge, if it's anything good, then they can get it immediately. You know that's probably not in logic. I'm not sure if it is, but
I'm assuming that that's considered normal logic if you have grapple.
without space jump, yeah.
They might need to wait for space jump, though. We'll see. And it looks like we're pretty even going into Chozo. Root Cave and Arbor Chamber, that's true. I guess important to mention as well is that they did start with Charge Beam. I think I forgot to say.
Yeah, by default.
So since we have missiles here, we might see them opt to go straight to the Morph Ball check here. Nope, they're both going to go for Hive Mecha. Loop through Training Chamber with some other items, but not SJ. Yes, if they have Boost and Spider, they can loop through Training Chamber and Wave Beam. Alright, what's there? Space Jump Boots. So they're gonna need Morph Ball and Bombs and Logic to go get that. So here's hoping for Bombs pretty early on. Tang. I assume we're going to be seeing a Hive Mecha skip from both of them.
It's likely.
And there's their logical missiles. Or never mind, not the logical missiles. Well, actually, yes, it would be. I don't think SKF is in logic. And there's their Morph Ball. So now they are just bombs away. Yeah, it's nice that they got Morph Ball there so that they don't have to go and backtrack all the way through.
Yeah, I just realized I was wrong when I said they should go to Crash Site because they would need Morph Ball to get there.
Yep.
Forgot they needed that.
Did you see where that elevator went? I couldn't read the text.
It goes to Monitor Station.
Oh, yes, normal elevators.
Yeah.
My bad.
No problem.
Alright, let's see what's in Vault. Just knee tank. Nothing cool. Do you want to go ahead and explain dashing off, or do you want me to?
Yeah, they... well, they could have done it now, but scan dashing, you pull out your scan visor and kind of... well, it's hard to explain exactly how you do it with your hands, but...
Here, do you want me to take it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, basically scan dashing, what you do is when you are using your scan visor or your combat visor, you're able to strafe by hitting left or right and tapping the B button. So basically what you do for a scan dash or a combat dash is that you just let go of L, so you break the lock on after you start strafing, and it maintains your speed since you have no sideways speed cap. And so you're going to see our runners do that basically everywhere, because not only does it let you go fast, but it also helps break some logic. Meaning that there's a couple items you can grab pretty easily with a scan dash that you will likely see them grab, even though it's not technically in logic.
Yeah, it's also used for just general movement to speed everything up.
Yep. So you saw Robo Scout there doing an R jump, and that's another technique that you're going to see our runners doing over time. Basically what that is when you press R in the air, you lock your speed, basically. You get what's called limited influence. And so you lock the direction you're going, and by turning yourself, you can move in that same direction, but you'll accelerate the entire time. You usually only really see that with Space Jump, because that's the only way to get, like, tons of speed from it. But it still is useful in a couple places here. Alright, what's in Watery Hall here? There's your bombs.
Yep.
Alright, so we're likely going to see our runners here go pretty much straight to Space Jump, because Space Jump is by far the pretty much best item in the game. You can do so much with it that our runners are just going to love having it as soon as possible.
Yeah, it speeds up your movement a lot too.
So RoboScout gambles on this room here. I believe that's Dynamo Chamber. Just gets a missile from it. So we'll see if Golf decides to gamble on that. Okay, RoboScout goes for the underwater. So you can actually get that item by abusing the physics underwater, but since it's just an energy tank, looks like they're not going to go for it. Alright, Gollop's going to go and check that item as well. Not surprising, given that they're right there. So RoboScout here is going to climb Gathering Hall, since they can double bomb jump up here to check the item. So we'll see. Just a missile. So RoboScout's going to go even deeper. So they're going to go fight Incinerator Drone here. It's likely you'll also see them do the Furnace puzzle here, because if they don't, they're pretty much required to do, excuse me, an out-of-bounds to go past it, so. Alright, Gollop's gonna take a safety save at Gathering Hall. Since it is a rando, it is good to safety save. Can we swap the audio over to enjoy the Incinerator Drone music?
Yeah.
Alright. So one thing you're going to see RoboScout do here is after they get the first hit, they're going to go ahead and just check the item over here, since you're pretty much just waiting for a cutscene anyway. I think RoboScout's audio is extremely quiet.
Yeah, I'm not actually hearing it at all.
Yeah, we might just want to switch it back.
Does chat hear it?
They should hear the same things we do, so.
Sometimes,
Yeah, nope.
not really.
Alright, yeah, let's switch it back real fast. Okay, yeah, so here we go. We see Gollop opting to go straight to get Space Jump. I think this is the right play. I really think getting Space Jump as early as possible is pretty much the best decision you can go for. But if there is a big progression item here, this could be a big difference. However, I think personally, I agree with Gollop's routing here, and because then you can go to Furnace and check Upper Furnace as well, pretty much straight after. It is a suit, so now we have Bangmura logic. Worth noting is that the more suits you get, regardless of the order, the less damage you'll take. However, the only one that actually blocks the heat damage is Varia. So we for sure have Zoid and Logic here. So RoboScout's going to go ahead and open up Furnace here and then double back to go get Space Jump. Gollop's actually going to get the tunnel here. Spider Ball. Alright. That's a good grab. I would expect Gollop to rush Zoid and then check Upper Furnace. We might see Gollop go for an HBJ, which is a type of complex bomb jump that I'll explain when we get there, if they decide to go for it, in Furnace, to go ahead and grab that item using just Spider Ball, Morph Ball, and Bombs, since that's available. I think you're going to start seeing Gollop gaining a decent amount of time on RoboScout here. Oh, never mind. They're going to go back here. So they do have a couple checks over here as well. They can't get the wave beam thing, so they have two checks in here besides that one missile there. Looks like it's a missile up top. And what do we have down here? And Gollop triggers that. So now we get to listen to music. Just a missile, and that's a tank. Alright, so nothing too divergent other than Spider Ball being available for Gollop now. I really do think Gollop's in the better position, even though they don't have Varia yet. Because Robo Scout's only going to be able to peek this item here. They're not going to be able to collect it. So let's see.
Did you see what was on Grapple Edge? When they first came in, it didn't quite look like a missile.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay.
Did you see what was in Furnace there? Couldn't quite get it on Roboscuts.
I can tell.
Yeah. Gollop looks like they're going for a trick to climb up onto that spider ledge there. However, I think they can see it's just a Mutang. Is Gollop thinking they might want to do a Variolus Magmura?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's my guess. So this trick here, you're pretty much just jumping on collision, as with every other Prime trick. Yeah, missed it. Okay, yeah, Gollop's just gonna opt not to do it. I think that's the correct play, because in this logic, you can't be expected to do a Variolus Magmar.
Oh, we're doing the Flagger play.
Looks like Gollop's actually gonna go up to do Arboretum.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Doing it the vanilla way by standing instead of bomb jumping over.
I wonder if they
Interesting.
I wonder if they just forgot about Zoid.
Yeah, that could cost them here. So Robo Scout's finally going to go back and get Space Jump. We'll see them probably go ahead and grab Spider as well. We might also see the runners do early wild here just to get an extra item. Odds of it being in logic odds of it being logical, still a little bit away because we need to find Super Missile. But theoretically, could be something. Alright, you see Robo Scout trying to do a tunnel skip here. That's pretty much all there is to it. You just jump up there and bomb in. I would like to see Robo Scout take a safety save soon, especially since you never know what can happen. Especially since they're coming like right back from this room, I'd expect to see them grab it. Alright, so Robo Scout now definitely has the advantage because Gollop chose not to go to Zoid. So this can open up going straight to Magmar. We'll see if they decide to commit to Flagra.
And if they do, they have one additional item they can do.
Pop, do you want to take tracking and you want me to? Sasquatch's internet went down.
Sure.
You'll take it? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, only things we need changed is a Robo Scout needs Space Jump, Spider Ball. Alright, let's see what Flagra's gonna have. I'm curious to see if we'll see Gollop go for Early Wild. Yeah, especially with this much health, it doesn't really hurt to go ahead and check it. That is only if the runners are comfortable with the trick, though. If Gollop goes for it, I'll explain what it is. I guess I might as well explain this. Here, since Flagra is cool, you can just jump over there and bomb the triggers from outside of the tunnel. Roboscout opting to actually go back to Talon. What do you make of this play?
It's probably going to Magmore to
But through Talon.
yeah,
go straight
through-
to TFT. Yep.
yeah, to Root Cave. And he might also want to check Frigate Crash Site. But a lot of runners go to Magmore through Root Cave to kind of get things in reverse and go to Phendrana on their way.
Sorry, TGC is correct here. They do have Spider, so they don't have to do the Infinite Bomb Jump for Early Wild. They also wouldn't have to do Floaty Jump or anything either. They can just use the Spider Ball track, so... I guess I won't be explaining any crazy tricks. Okay, so what you're going to see Roboscout doing here is they're going to get... Okay, Ice Beam on Flagra. Well, that's a little ironic for IBBF.
Yeah.
IBAF, I suppose. Ice Beam off for Flagra. So Roboscout's going to get one item here, and we might see them do the Arbor Chamber out of bounds. Okay, main power bombs. Not bad. Oh no, that is a long fall. Okay, yep, Gollop's triggering Early Wild there. Basically what you need to do is you just need to go down far enough that you hit the trigger to not reload this room, but trigger the layer change in this room, which means the ghosts will appear. So enjoy the Chozo Ghost music, while my hatred of Chozo Ghosts forever remains. Alright, so yeah, Roboscout is going to do the Arbor Chamber out of bounds here. You're pretty much just jumping onto the sticky ceiling here, and then falling into the room behind it. It's pretty easy as far as out of bounds go, because there's not much you really need to do. And the door on the other side here is actually a blue door, so... You're pretty much just jumping into that open gap there, getting an energy tank. Roboscout needs to walk into the door there to transition it. There you go. Alright, Sasquatch is back up, so you can step back off. Alright, Roboscout opting not to go down. They're gonna go check Frigate Crash Site.
Yeah. Which Gollop may end up doing with since they have ice.
Yep, and they can go up to Chozo, do the reverse.
Yeah.
I really would like to see Roboscout take a save soon. I've crashed randomly so many times, especially in this room coming up.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, if you go too fast in this room with a boost ball, it'll just crash. I've had it happen multiple times. First PBs were in our cave. And Early Wild gives us Energy Tank. Gollop might even opt just not to grab it. We'll see. Looks like a Power Bomb expansion in there? Yeah. Extra Power Bomb. I think Gollop's taking a second to just place their bearings, see what they're forgetting. Might even check their artifacts, actually. Alright, so Roboscout gets a PB expansion. Nothing crazy. Alright, they're going to save here. Good choice. Alright. Energy tank for Gollop. There's technically enough to do a VMR here, but I really don't expect we'll see it.
Would be fun to see them.
It would be. VMRs are very stressful, though.
Yeah.
We could also see Golem just opt to go straight to TFT, since they have more than enough health to get through TFT. Especially with Space Jump. So Golem can't go check Magma Pool. I think they're going back to do Zoid now. Alright, RoboScout's going to be heading back to Phendrana Shorelines. They know for sure that they do have an artifact in Warrior Shrine. So, since they have PVs, they can also grab the 2 items right by there as well. Grapple Ledge is just a missiles. Okay, Gollop's actually going to go check Upper Dynamo. Alright, there's an artifact. Ah, that's right. Shore Tunnel also had one. Woohoo! So yeah, there's some fancy scan dashing to get around the room faster. RoboScout's actually going to climb this room using standable terrain. There you go.
And boost ball and upper dynamo.
Alright, well that's helpful.
Yeah.
So Gollop definitely has, well, sorry, never mind. Once I get Wave Beam, Geothermal Core is in logic to do. Alright, there's another artifact. And what item do we have here? Just a new tank. With so much health, you really need to wonder what's going on. Gollop's gonna go check Watery Hall as well. We already know it is an E-Tank, so I think Gollop just wants even more health to go ahead and do... I can only assume Gollop's thinking they have to do a VMR because to keep the race going, but it's unfortunate that they haven't checked Zoid. Alright, so here we'll have Triclops Pit checked, and probably also Storage Cavern. Alright, that is... I can't tell which visor that is. It looks like X-ray to me.
Personally, I can never tell which one just by looking at it.
Robo keeps trying to go for some fancy scan dashes. Just jump to it. Alright. Okay, that is thermal. My bad. Looks like Gollop is going to iDrone now? Yes.
Yep.
So that is going to go ahead and get them... whatchamacallit? That's going to go ahead and get them access to even Far Chozo, as well as Magmar here. Storage Cavern is just a missile. Let's see what Scout get it anyway. So Gollop now sticking down in or sticking around in Chozo might not have been the worst decision here, all things considered. Seeing as how the check density is just so high in Chozo. And since we have Ice Beam, we can definitely go ahead all the way to Hall of the Elders and beyond once we get to, once we get to Upper Furnace. I think it's a good call.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Wave could end up being there.
Yep. Entirely possible. Where is RoboScout going? RoboScout's going to Lava. Alright.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, you can just jump over that. You don't have to roll under. This is a long backtrack just for the Lava Lake check, unless they're planning to get out of Magmar. I expect Gollop will just go to Furnace, clear out Hall of the Elders and everything. Alright, that is our Gravity Suit. I don't think Gravity Suit's required for any of our artifact locations, so we'll see what logic could be behind it. Sorry, Op, I feel like I'm talking too much. Anything you want to say?
Oh, you're fine.
So if you're Robo Scout, where do you go? I assume Phendrana shorelines.
Yeah,
I don't know where else they would go. They need Wave Beam to go deeper.
Yeah, it's the closest, most sensible place to go. Although when you picked up Gravity, I was thinking Frigate could come into Logic later. So
Yeah.
This game and Wave Beam.
Wave Beam, yep. The fact that we have Thermal Visor as well means that that'll put it in Logic too. Because for this logic, you do technically need X-Ray for invisible platforms and Thermal for hidden wave beam things that you have to shoot. And there's our Phazon suit.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so Robo Scout's going to be fully equipped as far as suits go. All the damage reduction with 5 E-Tanks. I highly doubt we're going to be seeing any deaths this run.
Yeah. So as far as we know, he's only beams away from go mode.
Yep.
Wonder where all the beams are hiding. Could be here.
I don't think we need boost for any artifacts, if I remember correctly. Logically, we need plasma, but there's a way to skip that with missiles, so... Alright, yeah, Gollop is definitely going ahead on checking Furnace here. We will get to see what isn't in Furnace there, or in Upper Furnace. So, if Gollop feels like it, there is that complex bomb jump I was talking about. We'll see what happens. Robo going Ice Ruins East here. There's a Plasma check here, and there's also a Spider check here, so I am assuming they hope it's the Spider check. Alright. Gollop's not going for it, so it looks like it was a missile. Alright, the artifact is Plasma locked as well. That is not ideal if you're Robo. Here, what you're going to see Gollop do is just jump up to that tunnel so that you don't...
It's weird.
Alright, there is Wave Beam, so... That's going to encourage them, I think, to go further through Fen. Because we can access Deep Phendrana now, and also Deep Magmor. Can't do Geothermal Core yet, though, so that's really only like one check.
Just a missile in my house.
Alright, and as expected, Robo's just gonna go ahead and do the Chozo Ice Temple. Gollop here is just gonna jump up on this peg to go ahead and activate that without needing the, or not. Okay. Gonna do it the normal way. Alright, so Gollop can get one check here with the Ice Beam. If they do want to go further, since they don't have Wave, they're actually going to have to do the 3BJ, UBJ, or HBJ method. I don't know. I guess we'll see if they do it. Robo Scout missing the perfect timing trick there to get through without having to blow up another metal thing. They're going to miss it here as well. Yeah. You do need to have fairly fluid movement. It looks... Is that Plasma? No, Super Missiles. Alright, just a missile there for Gollop. Okay, if you're Gollop, do you commit to doing the complex bomb jump here?
Well, I don't know if Gollop knows that trick, because they're mostly in
That's fair.
But personally, I would go back and just try to follow logic, which will likely get me the items I need.
That's like fair.
That's what you're doing.
I'd probably make the mistake of just going for it. Crossway is just an E-Tank, so Gollop's gonna have to give up on Chozo here.
Yeah, it's worth it if you can do the trick and get it like first few tries.
Yeah, I think if you can get it within like 10 tries, it's probably worth it, since it saves your routing from having to go all the way out.
Exactly.
However, it It is a rather difficult trick, especially if you are not comfortable with it. I can go ahead and even grab a video of the trick for people who want to see what I'm talking about. Give a little bit of context.
Someone in chat mentions having thermal could mean the artist has progression, especially since
that is true. Alright, here we go. This video I'm linking right here. That's the trick I'm talking about to get up Hall of the Elders there, to go ahead and check the antechamber item and get to Reflecting Pool. And since Gollop has Ice Beam, that would also open up 2 elevators there. So, just if you're curious, that's the trick I'm talking about. That could save routing if you know how to do it. So Robo Scout here is going to go ahead and check Phendrana Canyon. Looks like it's just a missile, so they're gonna back out. Gollop really wants that E-Tank. So if you're Robo, what do you do here? You have main PBs, you have Wave, do you even go for Magma Pool? If you jump back?
Yeah, if you can pull that off, yeah, it's probably worth it.
I mean, they have Grapple, Wave, and
Varia.
Yep, as well as the PBs.
Yeah,
so that's completely logical. Robo Scout is going to do the climb here. That's just faster than doing the puzzle. Pretty easy with Space Jump. And they're going to actually go through labs. I would have liked to see them check the item that was in that room there before just rushing labs, but we'll see. They do have supers though, so they can pretty much clear labs out in one go. The only issue is since they don't have Ice Beam, since Ice Beam is on Flagra, we know that they're going to have to go all the way back through, meaning they have to do all the puzzles that you would normally get after Thermal, so. Gollop really wants these E-Tanks. I wonder if they're thinking of just rushing Phase on Mines. Because if you were just rushing Phase on Mines at Varia, it would not hurt at all to have extra E-Tanks. The Beam Pirates really hurt. Though with Charge Beam, they're less of an issue than doing it without.
And Power Beam Pirates are the worst. They're the hardest to hit without supers.
If you want to try and do the Ice Pirates without Charge Beam. God, I hate that.
Yeah. I mean, missiles would take care of that pretty easily, but without missiles too, then yeah.
Well, you can't freeze them though if you can't charge. They don't freeze from just a normal ice
shot.
Right. And it's an extremely slow traveling projectile, so you need to be right in their face too if you're using lock-ons and not sniping.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, you're gonna see Robo Scout just do the dashes to climb Observatory here. It's really not that difficult once you get used to it. Gollop's gonna go ahead and get Gravity, so Gollop's gonna go ahead and stumble onto Phase on Suit soon-ish, as well as Thermal Visor here. So we'll see what their routing's gonna take them here. I think with grabbing, whatchamacallit? I think here, if you're Gollop, you're gonna just grab your suits, rush Fen, right? And once you rush Fen, grab the artifact. Well, no, you don't have Plasma, so you can't get the thing you need in Fen. So we're pretty much just searching for where Plasma is at the moment. Are they going to do the R jump or are they going to dash? They're going to dash. Much easier to dash. You can also R jump it though.
Personally, I've always found the R jump easier.
Fair enough. Alright, so Robo-Scout's coming up on Control Tower here. We know Control Tower is an artifact, so by sneaking out of this door really quickly like that, and they're actually going around the trigger for the pirate fight. So, just to save some time. Looks like Gollop is going to go grab Thermal. It looks like they're trying to do a slope jump up onto here. I can't really tell. So we now have Robo-Scout at 3 artifacts. I don't know if we want to... I don't know if we have those marked, but I believe Gollop has... none yet. Gollop's going to be walking into their first artifacts, actually. Thank you, Sasquatch. Shoutouts to Sasquatch or Tracker for marking all these things down so we don't have to. Say hi to everyone's favorite Metroid. Say bye to everyone's favorite Metroid.
Excellent.
So, personally, especially in higher difficulties of logic, when you have invisible objects enabled without X-ray, I really start to worry if I see X-ray, because that means Omega. So Gollop's gonna grab Phazon Suit here. So Gollop's gonna stumble, or basically just waltz into, what was that item there? I think it was a missile on Roboscout's screen.
I missed it.
Ah, okay. Gollop's pretty much gonna waltz into Wave Beam here, and so they're basically just going to be down Plasma. Hop still, or sorry, a Mega Pirate still could be required, I guess, theoretically? No, never mind. Definitely can't. Because we don't have reverse lab, or we don't have reverse mines enabled. So yes, op can't be required, so you're definitely not worried if you see X-ray then. Robo-Scout trying to skip that trigger again to avoid another fight. Did he skip Research Core? No. He checked it and chose not to grab it. So Gollop's gonna stumble into Wave Beam there. That's a nice grab. Where was Wave? There you go. Ice Runes East. So we definitely need... So if you're Gollop here... Never mind, Gollop's just going to leave. Alright. I think Gollop is actually going to go rush Frigate. The crashed Frigate, since you have Gravity Suit here. It would make sense why they're going back this way. Alternatively, they're going to go do Geothermal Core, since they have everything in logic for Geothermal Core. And they can also go into mines through the backside.
Yeah, or the backside of Phendrana.
That's true. I do expect that we'll see at least some of our Phendrana being done, especially since we have Gravity Suit already, but hard to tell. Gollop's going to go ahead and grab the 2 artifacts here, as well as the E-Tank. Doing an interesting R-dash there instead of a usual scan dash. Robo-Scout's just going to climb Ruined Courtyard again. Again, with Space Jump, it's not too difficult. Looks like Robo-Scout's stream has frozen, so we're just going to go ahead and pay attention to Gollop for now. Alright, Gollop, what you doing? You're grabbing the artifacts here.
Yep.
Oh no, Gollop skipped one there. No power bombs.
Where did we get those again? What did,
Well, so
Robo?
Gollop only has an expansion. Regular power bombs are in Root Cave.
Okay.
It looks like Gollop's just completely skipping that though, unless they're planning to route back through Shore Tunnel, which is not the greatest look, I guess. You'd like to grab that just so you don't have to worry about it, but... Alright, so Gollop is definitely going to go commit to Geothermal Core here. Gollop's going to do Twin Fires Tunnel the intended way. I don't blame him. The dash can sometimes be annoying. The R jump isn't too difficult once you're comfortable with it, but it is one of the trickier R jumps. So where's Robo-Scout gonna go? Robo-Scout can go far Magmur into far Phendrana. I thought Gollop had a PB expansion. Never mind. I am crazy. So Gollop, yeah.
Do you remember where?
There was a PB expansion in Frigate Crash Site, and there was also the main PBs in Root Cave.
Okay.
Gollop actually not going to commit to Geothermal Core. With Spider, it's such a quick puzzle that I'm a little surprised he's not going to. Or sorry, they're not going to. It's a lot. Not going to try and kill the pirates either. So here you see Gollop not using it. Okay, it is just an E-tank. So Gollop's just going to skip that entirely. True. I'm surprised they're not checking it, though, just in case it is Plasma. Geothermal Core is entirely in logic right now. It could be... Oh, it is an artifact. My apologies.
Yeah, and they still need Plasma to get out.
Yep. Yep, Plasmas are no mode. Yep, sorry, my mistake, everyone. So Robo's gonna come back up. If you're Robo, I think you're going Crash Frigate, no? I don't know where else you'd be going. They can't go all the way through anyway, since they don't have Ice Beam, and they eventually need Ice Beam to do anything in farther Talon.
Back to Chozo.
They can't go to Chozo, they still need Ice Beam to get there.
No, I mean,
Quarantine.
front.
Oh, through the front. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
No problem.
Gollop, is he gonna commit to, or are they gonna commit to Thardus? Yes. So there is technically a way to skip Thardus with Thardus Hop. I don't expect you'll see any of the runners do it, but there is a setup for it, which isn't too bad if you get used to it. Thankfully, Gollop has 20 missiles, so they can definitely unload a couple. Here's a neat trick as well for anyone who ever plays through this on their own. Those bombs will instantly break the outer shield of the rock, so that you can just spam at the inner one. And since Thardus rolls after basically every rock is broken, it's a really easy way to just make the fight that much easier on yourself, especially if you don't have charge or thermal. Alright, Tower of Light. What do we see here on Robo's side? Robo's actually going to go up top before that. This is interesting. I've never seen this strategy before. To skip that first scan dash.
Yeah, it's pretty common, actually.
That's wild. I've never actually seen that. I've only ever seen people do scan dashes for it all. And that's probably because I also only do scan dashes myself.
Yeah, well, maybe you might see it a lot for just the first dash because the scan dash off of that first pillar is a little trickier than the other two. But alternatively, you can also R jump the rest of it too if you not comfortable with the dashes.
Wow. The dashes are fairly easy once you do get dash technique down. All you need to do is just ensure you use your space jump early enough. Since from there, you don't really need distance, you just need height. So Robo still doesn't have boost, that's right. Logically, boost is gonna be required. There is a way to do geothermal core without boost. There's actually two possible ways we can do it, but you're most likely going to see Robo searching for boost. The two different ways you can do it, you can do an out of bounds and Magma workstation. That's the wall crawl 21% does, but there is a different secret world if you have space jump. Alternatively, you can also get stuck in the spinner to spin it yourself, but the odds of either of them doing that is probably not that likely. Okay, Robo is definitely going to go check Magma Pool here. I agree with this check since everything in logic is here to check this. I'm a little worried if they decide to commit to Training Chamber, considering how, they still don't have boost there. Just an E-Tank. So there is one more check here. Theoretically, this could be Plasma as well. Yeah, just a missile. Yeah, they will for sure peak Training Chamber. It'll just be unfortunate that they can't commit to it right now. Okay, it's just a missile. Alright, Gollop is almost done with Thardus here. Everyone's favorite boss. Come on, unload some missiles into him. Nah, a little too late with those bombs. Alright, Gollop's gonna end Thardus. So Robo Scout, I think, is going to go peak Antechamber and also Crossway, since they can get up all the way in all of the Elders, but they're gonna realize that's probably a mistake, since we know that Ice Beam is on Flagra. Okay, they are gonna go check Upper Dynamo now. Gollop just gets a missile. Yeah. So we really are just looking right now for Plasma. I'm starting to think Plasma could even be in Upper Mines. If they want to take us for a fun time, it can theoretically be in Main Quarry. Since we have every item logically required for that. Worth noting is I believe since we don't have the quality of life check on, we'd need to actually go get, whatchamacallit? We'd need to go get Central Dynamo to go ahead and check what's in Elite Control.
That's automatically patched.
Oh, that's automatically patched?
Yeah.
My bad, that's a setting in Randomania. Alright, so never mind, we don't need to do that then.
Looks like Gollop is going for Phendrana.
I think that's a worthwhile call here. You have Grapple. Yeah, you have Grapple and Gravity Suit, so most checks here are pretty easy to do the intended way.
Yeah, might as well get it out of the way without having to backtrack here later.
That's true. Good news is nothing can be in, what is it, Security Tunnel, the one that's behind the Phazon door and the power bombs?
Security Cave.
Security Cave. Security Tunnel is the one above.
Sorry, Storage Cave.
Storage. Okay. Can never remember those room names. Alright, so Robo Scout's gonna peek the Crossway, see it's just an E-Tank, aka nothing they really want. But they are going to commit to all of the Elders. Alright. So no point of no returns are visible So Robo Scout for sure knows there can be nothing in Anti-Chamber that doesn't require him to already have Ice Beam. Wouldn't it be fitting if Plasma was an Anti-Chamber and it was just locked behind all the beams?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Robo Scout has not done Flagra, so they do not have that. Though Super Missiles mean quick dispatching of the Chozo Ghosts there, especially in combination with X-Ray. Okay, so Robo Scout is going to do it this way. I believe we're just talking about how Gollop couldn't access... No, Storage Cave, my bad. Security Cave would be helpful. I always laugh when people mention the game Anti-Chamber since I used to speedrun that. Alright, now Gollop is frozen. We have had 2 freezes in Phendrana right now. Tragic.
I didn't know there was a game called Anti-Chamber.
It's a good puzzle game. Alright, RoboScout's going to open this up. So I really wonder what they're going to do here. Like, all they can really do is peek Anti-Chamber and save. Yeah, it's just a missile. Makes sense with the PONR requirements. That's a really huge time loss for RoboScout, though, because that's really out of the way to go check that. I believe Gollop's climbing Fenn's edge right now. Yes. It's an odd angle for the grapple, but... just a missile. So Plasma's still being elusive. So I think our likely places for Plasma right now are either Crashed Frigate or Upper Mines. Unless I'm mistaken.
It sounds about right.
Both of those have like a fairly high check density, so I assume we're gonna see the runners go for those.
Yeah. I would say Mines has the higher density.
Can Crash Frigate?
Yeah, it's the quickest to get to at this point.
I guess the nice thing about Crashed Frigate as well is since Gollop does have Ice and X-Ray, they can pretty much just, and Boost as well, they can pretty much just run it straight to Life Grove Tunnel as well and clear out the rest of Great Tree.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. I think RoboScout is going to commit to doing Flagra now. Yes. Neither runner is actually opting to do the bomb jump here. Interesting. Gollop got a PB tank there and Fen. Nice. So now Gollop doesn't have to backtrack to Talon, but it's still going to be very unfortunate only having a singular power bomb because power bomb drops in this game are terrible. If you open the gate, you can leave out the front. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, so Robo will be getting ice here. I believe there actually is a bomb jump to go the other way over it, but I digress. The camera angle there with the gate still up is special. Alright, so we do have Robo going in to deal with Flagra here. You're going to see basically the same fight. It's just going to be a couple dashes here and there, and then bombing things from outside the tunnel after this first one. Nothing too crazy. Pop, I'm gonna let you take over for a minute, and I'm gonna go get a bit more water.
Sure. Okay, so far, Golub does have one advantage over Robo, and that's having Ice Beam. Can't remember exactly where it was. It might have been here. But once Robo gets that, they'll be pretty much neck and neck regarding progression. It looks like it's going to be Plasma Go mode. So I'm thinking the best course of action is to go through mines from here, come out of main quarry, check Life Grove, maybe a little bit of back Chozo if there's any reason, and then go through Frigate backwards, and most likely you'll end up with something. It's got to be around there somewhere. The furthest down it could be in mines would be MQA. Looks like Golub is just doing cleanup here. Making sure they didn't miss anything. Probably gonna check super locked items.
So I was just doing some thinking while I got some water. Isn't it theoretically possible for Plasma to be on Vanilla Flamethrower?
Yeah.
I think we have everything needed.
No, wait. No, that's a Plasma door.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny if it was.
Okay, so Ice was here. I had forgotten that for a second.
Yeah, I'm not sure it would have been funny. Robo's gonna opt to do the wild check as well, using just the spider ball here, and they're just gonna find an E-tank for that, so. Golub doing mines in reverse. Getting this door broken though is really an annoyance.
Do you remember where the other 3 artifacts were?
Other 3 artifacts, we have Elite Control Access, PPC, and shoot, hold on. Wait, was it Plasma Processing?
Yeah,
PPC?
plasma processing. Plasma processing.
Okay, so that's the vanilla Plasma Beam. That's not PPC. No, there was one in PPC, I thought. Am I going crazy?
I'm not sure. Either way, the next best thing to do is go to mines, get those 2 artifacts, and hopefully find Plasma there.
Yes,
And
Ice
then-
Rune's east behind the ice. So there is a Plasma locked one there.
Okay, yeah, and then I guess either go back out the way you came or through main quarry to get. Wait a minute. I'm getting my elevators mixed up. I don't know. Basically, just come out of either end of mines and then get the remaining ones.
What do you mean I can't save the spoiler?
It's a race.
Gosh darn it.
Never seen the door locked from that side. That's weird.
So Robo's finds Ice Beam. Gonna go ahead and grab the checks here and probably start taking some of the elevators here. If I remember correctly, they can get to Far Talon by taking one of the elevators here. So locks if you kill the Metroid when going in reverse.
Oh, I missed that part.
I hate trying to get that thing to open. It never likes to cooperate. Unfortunately, Roboscout's going to have to kill the triple ghosts here to go ahead and use the ice thing there. So if you are obscenely lucky, you hope to get early world here so that you can go ahead and grab the item there without needing plasma. But I think I had that a while ago, and I think I was like the third person ever RTA to just have it happen. So we're not going to see that. So Robo-Scout is just going to find a missile down here, if I remember correctly. Gollop's going to get their second artifact now. Gollop's going to try and do the pirate skip. And they get it. Unfortunate.
Such a long fight to get through.
Yeah. Personally, I find that avoiding it when you're coming out of the door is much easier than avoiding it when you're back.
Yeah.
Alright, so if you're Robo Scout, I think you just go Great Tree all here. Yep. So neither runners have saved in a long time. And while they both have Plasma Suit and a lot of E-Tanks, that doesn't save them from crashes, so let's hope they decide to save someone soon.
Phase on soon.
Yep. Listen, even the power of Phazon can't save you from game crashes.
I'm surprised you've had that many crashes in Prime 1. It's usually echoes while the crashes.
I am extremely unlucky in both games, so I always like to take a backup save pretty much whenever I'm walking by a save station.
Yes.
So Robo Scout's gonna commit to Life Grove Tunnel here before going underneath. Yeah, there's really no difference whether they choose to go down now, do bar skip. They do have Boost Ball and Gravity Suit, so theoretically they could also do Crashed Frigate in reverse if they choose to. Just missiles. And they forgot to. And what is this one gonna be? I'm missing. I like how the particle effects for it lag behind. That's pretty funny. Alright, here you're just gonna see a somewhat tight R jump. It's not crazy to get out of here without triggering the ghost fight. Yeah. So this Phazon Beam sure is being elusive. This actually looks like it would have been a fun seat to play if you knew some of the extra tricks. So let's go find Wave Buster through GTC.
He's gonna go for bar skip to get in the mines.
Bar skip is one of those iconic tricks, and it's not particularly difficult. You just really need to place your upper bomb a little bit lower, and then if you have boost, it's even extra easy to get across. Okay, yep, frigate in reverse. I do like this check. Because like, logically right now, there is stuff in Frigate. Well, there's Flamethrower. We are only Ice Spreader away from having all the combos. Okay, Robo is not committed to going backwards then. Going backwards is nice, since it essentially you're not required then to do all of the unlocking of the doors with Wave. Only problem is you have to do... actually, I believe the randomizer makes it so that you don't need the Wave Beam to open it from behind. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So then you don't have to do a slide out of bounds there, so no big deal. Okay, so Gollop is going to be going into deep mines, whereas Robo Scout's going to be going into upper mines. I think upper mines is just the better play in general right now. There's way more here, plus you're closer to the artifacts, so... Okay, so I was wrong about PPC. It is plasma processing. So the one in geothermal. So the reason you see the pirates just standing there is RoboScout actually went around the triggers. So the pirates just kind of chill. They're all friends. Not even thinking of GTCs just makes me sad now. I've been trying to get the 21% GTC bomb jump for way too long. That is a nasty jump. Alright, so Gollop's just clearing out some of the elites here. I assume Gollop is mainly just gonna rush it towards upper mines. Like, I don't see why you would stay in lower mines here for the most part. Like, really anything beyond Central Dynamo, I think, is gonna end up being a waste of time. I think RoboScout needs to be careful to not soft lock in this real fire adventure correctly. No, they're going through forward, so they're fine. MQA can be plasma. I guess that is technically true.
Yeah.
So can ventilation shaft. Alright, so yeah, you're not going much farther than Central Dynamo. Gollop just missed the trigger.
It's because they didn't have plasma. You need plasma for that fight to trigger.
Wow. Alright, there's the shield. This robot's kind of annoying if you don't have plasma, but you can also just unload missiles into it. It's nice to have X-ray there so you don't have to do the fight blind. If you're doing it blind, you're pretty much just aiming for the streaks on it. Central Dynamo is...
It's like plasma.
Yeah, that's plasma.
Yeah, that's plasma.
Nice. Okay, so RoboScout is gonna just check this pirate here.
Good pace.
Alright, so there is plasma. RoboScout's just gonna get a missile. Alright, so now that Gollop has plasma, how do you route this here? You're obviously gonna go and get elite control access, basically ASAP, since you're on your way out of mines anyway. Then I think you grab plasma processing, stop at Phendrana shorelines for Ice Runes East. And then, since Gollop now has PBs, after the Ice Runes East, they pretty much just route through Shore Tunnel, back out through Lava Lake, and they're home free.
Yeah, pretty much.
So because of where Gollop is right now, they actually do have a fairly nice route out. I think it's going to be really difficult for RoboScout to salvage this now, solely because the only artifact lead they have against Golem is the short tunnel run, which is perhaps like the least out of the way for Golem. Golem unfortunately doesn't get the pirate AI manip there. Yep. Scallop does have a nice route to the end. Robo, unfortunately, looks like they're clearing out basically all of upper lines on the way to the lower. So their routing here just doesn't pay off. Our final boss is on, I assume, yes.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So yeah, after this, it's by the time Robo finds Plasma. Okay, so there's Artifact of Wild. So Robo Scout now only needs Plasma. So I guess the only nice thing here, if you're Robo Scout, is you can go out the back of mines if they're willing to climb PPC. Going out the back of mines will be a better route than front of mines. I guess it takes you straight to Mega 1 instead of having to dip through Talon. I think you have to take 2 extra elevators if you go through Talon. So theoretically, RoboScout's going to stumble onto Plasma and could actually have a better route than Golem coming out, since they grabbed Elite Control access on the way. Yeah, no, Robo isn't that far behind now at all, since they're going in the correct direction. If they decided to commit to Crash Frigate, that would have been lost, but since they are going in the right direction here, they can definitely... It's still competitive. And yeah, since Robo doesn't have to go back to Elite Control access, they do have the nicer route coming out. It is going to be close, though. Unfortunately here, no Ice Spreader on either side. And Ice Spreader is probably the biggest time save when it comes to Metroid Prime's Exo form. So...
Yes, you can land the charge shots without missing.
True. So that is a little challenging.
Yeah, for sure.
Ice Spreader is definitely a massive advantage, though, because it does stun Prime and pretty much ends that segment instantly. Alright, so Gollop's just thinking about how to route this. It looks like they are going to go out through lower mines again? No. Yeah, they are going to go out through the lower mines one. So that actually does also route quite nicely. Spider Ball here means Gollop can pretty much just roll up instead of having to climb the room with Space Jump. So they're now pretty much neck and neck. It's just going to come down to experience and boss execution. I think theoretically Wave Buster gives you a slight bit of an advantage when it comes to fighting Prime, and Robo definitely does have more missiles, so they can get a little bit of a lead with that. But I think they'd prefer to leave it for Supers, since Supers will do more than Wave Buster anyway. Robo unfortunately didn't get the Pirate AI manip. There's our good old friend Vent Shaft. Every 21% player's favorite room.
It looks
All right. To be fair, GTC is far worse than Vent Shaft. Vent Shaft wasn't as bad as I expected.
What's
Anyone
GTC?
else in today's race? There is Baja Blood. Still no results on them so far. Sorry, GTC is the... Here, I'll link you a video of it. Alright, I dropped it in the chat here.
Great Tree Chamber? Okay.
Yep, Great Tree Chamber, right next to Great Tree Hall. It's where we picked up Wave Buster today. That's a nasty bomb jump.
Yeah.
Okay, Gollop, yeah, has everything needed to just go grab plasma processing here. Robo-Scout's right on their tail. So, I think here, the big question is going to be, does Gollop know the geothermal or puzzle, like, spider track skip? There are, I believe, 2 different ways they can skip that. And if Gollop skips that, it is going to be closer than if they decided not to, because I believe Robo-Scout knows the skip, so...
Yeah. There's 2 ways to do it. You can use standable terrain or an R jump to get up there.
Yeah, isn't that the one with, like, the fancy double rodeo whatever name?
I forget the name, but...
Yeah, I think it's like the double rodeo jump off there.
Yeah. A slope R jump, basically.
Yeah. As far as, yeah, in the race time, they have both talked to each other that they're not that happy with the routing they took, so... Robo-Scout is definitely right on the tail, though. Looks like Gollop's frozen again. Okay, so Gollop is doing the muzzle, or the puzzle. So Robo-Scout skipping that could be a huge lead. Baja Stream's looking for plasma right now. All right. Oh no, and Gollop fell off the puzzle. This could throw Robo-Scout right in the lead. Especially since they don't have to stop at short tunnel, they can just roll right through. Well, that one's gotta hurt if you're Gollop. Okay, standable terrain for Robo-Scout, and Robo-Scout gets knocked down. Both of our runners having a terrible time in Geothermal Core. Yeah, both runners are losing a lot of time in this room. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd time Gollop's fallen, so... Yeah, if Robo gets the skip, they're basically tied unless Gollop falls again, but I don't expect Gollop to fall again. Gollop sure is playing it risky, though.
Just got the skip.
Alright, so that's gonna put Robo just slightly ahead. I didn't actually see which skip they do. I assume they went for the standable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Standable's much easier. So I think if you're Robo here, you're in the more comfortable position. And it's ultimately just going to come down to final boss luck. Unless something tragic happens.
Actually, I'm just noticing Gollop is 1 artifact short. So that could...
they're both... The only artifact they're down is the short tunnel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The only artifact Gollop doesn't have that Robo-Scout does is short tunnel. So they're both going to have to stop at Phendrana. So yeah, Gollop's basically not behind at all. It's not going to be that far. I think Gollop actually gains a little bit of time on Robo-Scout for this short tunnel grab compared to when it was done for Robo-Scout, but it's not really going to matter. Robo-Scout's climb is also going to save a little bit of time here. I do need to learn this climb one day. It looks fun. I know you can do some fancy dash method. Alright, so yeah, there's Short Tunnel for Gollop. They both just have to grab Ice Runes East now, and then gun it to Talon. So if you're coming back, I basically assume you just double back to TFT after you grab Ice Runes East. There's no reason to go through Chozo.
Yeah.
I mean, since right now there's nothing really too thrilling to say, it's a pretty direct route back to Talon. Just a reminder, go ahead and follow the runners. Go ahead and follow Sasquatch, which is our tracker, and go ahead and follow my commentating partner, Op. And if you're so inclined, there is myself as well. I think it's this command. Yep. And the runners. So, go ahead. Throw your follows that way to everyone. And if you are also interested in joining in on any of these weekly races or picking up any of the Prime randomizers, there is also a Discord link to the group right here. Alright, now that the sellout is over, it's not really a sellout. Gollop's actually going to go take a safety save in Fen Shorelines. That's going to put them a little bit behind. Do you agree with that play? Like, they were low-ish health, so I guess they're just not comfortable, but what do you think, Bob?
Yeah, he probably just wanted the health.
Yeah.
They're a little less experienced with Prime, so they might be less comfortable.
That's fair. That is going to cost them a little bit, though, since... Well, actually, they could entirely forgo ship save, but they probably lose more time doing that. Unless they have full missiles already. Since ship save rejuvenates all your ammo as well.
Yeah.
So we basically had elevator sync there. I guess we should peek how many missiles both of them have right now. See if they want to get the ship save. I assume you do it, just cause. Yeah, Robo needs to take this ship save. They don't have that many missiles right now, and neither does Gollop. So Gollop's gonna have to take the ship save as well. Do you think either of them goes for Exo Skip?
Not likely.
Yeah. For context, Exo Skip, you can do a secret world by getting a Metroid into a room it's not intended to, and then having it push you through the wall. And then after that, you can skip Exo by just triggering all the different sub-chamber transitions. And it's a massive time saver, but the secret world is basically just luck whether you get it or not. So you could get it first try, or you could be stuck there for 5 to 10 minutes and lose a run. So alright, so Robo is en route to final bosses. Gollop getting stopped by what is that one, a Geemer? I always forget all the different names.
Geemer, Zoomer, whatever, I'm not sure.
I know. I never remember the difference between them. There, you see Robo's using a fair number of R-jumps around corners. Again, just increases your speed, helps you turn to be in position. Yeah, Gollop's only like 4 or 5 rooms behind. I'm gonna have the Ridley fight here as well. I don't think Boost has been... whatchamacallit. I don't think the boost damage has been patched out of this, correct?
No. So
Yeah.
you can boost into Ridley's chest or foot, that general area, and knock him right into his ground face.
Yeah, I doubt we're going to see. I doubt we're going to see flyby skip, but we'll definitely see boost ball used to kill Ridley. Yeah, so no flyby skip from Robo there. Honestly, if you're Robo here, do you just... Yeah, okay, so there's the boost to just instantly cripple Ridley. I believe it does something like 5,000 damage a frame.
Yeah.
If you're Robo here, yeah, you definitely can take this here. Might even be worth stopping at it. Is it 50,000? I thought it was 5,000 in this game. Echoes is 50,000. I know Echoes is times 10 the damage.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the actual number is.
It is a 5, followed by between 4 and 5 zeros. Well, not half a zero. We don't allow half zeros here. Roboscope not really having luck with the snipes for the most part, and that's fair. The snipes are really tricky.
Must have been terrible RNG. Even though people argue that it really is an RNG. I don't know what else to call it, but sometimes Ridley can decide to just keep bashing at you over and over.
Yeah, Gollum's having really good RNG so far, actually. Really quick landing from Ridley. I think they got flyby skip, actually. So they're going to come out 9 even. And Ridley just keeps showing them off to Gollum. It's almost like Ridley just wants to. Wow, that's some insanely nice RNG from Gollum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Getting really close.
That's some beautiful RNG there. Wow. It's hard to understate how nice that is, especially since no snipes are required. So they're basically even coming here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what difference both visors make versus only one.
That's true.
Has thermal.
As well, Robo does have supers compared to Gollop with none.
Yeah.
So if you're Robo, do you stop at the ammo refill station just so that you can have all those supers for Prime? It's only an extra 25 missiles, so an extra 5 super missiles.
He's still at 79, so it's probably not worth it.
Oh, I thought that said 74. My bad. It is still 79. Yeah, so that's only 4 super missiles. It is probably not. I think if you're Gollop, though, Gollop doesn't have many, but Gollop doesn't have combos, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I think all advantages to Robo here, basically. And that's solely just from the charge combos.
And the extra visor for essence.
That's true. Okay, Robo did have 74. I'm not crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got an extra drop, though. So when you looked, they had 79. When I looked, they had 74.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Robo's actually going to commit to using Wave Buster, which is interesting. I really think you'd want to keep those for supers, but... Alright, there we go. So Robo's out of Subchamber 1. Gollop's going into Subchamber 1.
Nice flip save.
Yep. Wow, that was some really nice skip. Or some really nice sync. So for anyone who's curious, we had mentioned Exo Skip earlier. Here is what that is. If you want to go ahead, take a peek at that. That's what Exo Skip is. Skip's basically having to do this entire fight. So neither runner here is obviously going to attempt it. It's extremely difficult, and it's not something to do unless you're very practiced. But that's what it looks like if you're curious. Fortunately, Robo-Scout kind of freezing on the ice phase there. Kind of funny that we've had all these freezes on ice phases. Okay, so it actually looks like it is a tractor error. Golub does have all the visors, so this is solely just a combo difference.
Oh, okay. Missed that.
Yeah, it's not marked on the tractor, I see. I would harass Sassy, but we will not harass Sassy. Everything is okay. We appreciate everything you've done.
It's alright. People miss things.
We don't have to do it. Yeah, Exoskip is extremely risky, but I know we did just mention it, so I wanted to post there just so people can see what we were talking about. I do my best to keep everyone caught up with context on things, especially if you are new to the scene. If you are new to the scene, keep in mind these weeklies are very beginner friendly. They run on some very accessible settings, and there's a good number of people in the community who are definitely willing to help you learn all these different tricks. As well, I believe there was even a community session on learning some cool tricks. So if you're a beginner, there's definitely people there in the community who are willing to help you. I'm going to plug the link one more time, just in case, but I will do that at the end of the race, so. So we do have Robo-Scout one sub-chamber ahead of Golub right now. It's... honestly, RNG could change everything. You know.
Yeah, pool skips could make a difference.
It's true. Just to start explaining pool skips, since there's nothing particularly interesting about this fight other than charge snipes. Robo getting trolled a little. Oh, Robo's getting extremely trolled right now. Come on, chill out there. Okay. Pool skips. Basically, you can stun lock Exo by walking in and out of the pools, and it actually does more damage as well than just holding. And so, basically, you'll likely see them attempt the pool skips, and it's possible to do it in 2 pools, but you'll most likely see it done in 3 because you have to be almost perfect to get 2 pools there. There's really not much to it other than just timing, walking in and out, and holding A, but we'll see how that goes. So Golub's going to be moving on to the last sub-chamber here, so both Robo and Golub are in at that last sub-chamber now. If you're Golub, I don't think you can really catch up after that nice super hit from Robo, but you're pretty much praying just for Plasma and Ice. Because cycling between Plasma and Ice means you're constantly outdoing the most damage possible. I guess we didn't talk about the intricacies of this fight too much, but it's also possible to skip phases depending on how nicely timed your charge shot is when you're getting into the RNG sub-chambers, which I believe is just the 4th one. But that's a little more technical, so I'm not going to bother getting into it. Metroid Prime, you can't do any damage to them until they drop the phase-on pool, so you pretty much just hope for the phase-on pools to drop nicely for the first time, and once you get a nice drop there, you can just full combo your way out. Robo not really getting the pool combo, just missing walking into the pool, but now they are set up. So here's kind of what the pool skip looks like. You just walk in and out, take a shot, kind of stun locks Prime. Makes the pool last longer as well than if you're just They just ended up holding. It looks like they might be getting a 4 pool, so it's really much out of the pools for. At this point, though, I don't think Gollop can catch up. Gollop would need to get a really nice first pool drop and 2 pools. Yeah, so Robo's gonna get a 4 pool. And without any combos here, I don't think Gollop's gonna get any time. On top of having to get a 2 pool because it's just so tight. Yeah. So that's probably going to be GG's coming up for RoboScout. Alright, so RoboScout has finished with an official race time of 1:40:06. So that'll be coming up on our screens really fast. And done. Alright. GG's to RoboScout. We might drag him into the booth here in a minute. Feels like it. Gollop will be catching up really soon, so we might as well just wait for that as well. Pretty close race overall. I guess the main question is where Maha is right now, who is not on the stream. But I assume they have found Plasma. They're just on their way out right now. Alright, so that's going to bring Robo in. Robo isn't set up, so they will be joining us in a moment.
Hello there.
Hey, Robo.
GG's. If you want to kick back for a minute, Gollop is just finishing Essence. It was a very close race.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Also,
So,
sorry, I
know-
just realized I forgot to turn on back on desktop audio from the last time I streamed, so that's why I had no audio.
It's all good. We just had Gollop's audio the whole time. So, yeah, we'll probably just let Gollop finish up here. I know Gollop won't be joining the booth since they don't use mic, but I think it would just be respectful to let Gollop finish there, and then we can go ahead and give you a bit of an interview.
Yeah, I'll just take a look at taking a look at the credits. The one item I didn't get. Do you want to know where it is, or should I just wait to get for Gollop to get in here so we can tell him?
I think just wait for Gollop to finish right now.
Alright, I'm just minorly amused by that.
Alright. Well, I'll get a laugh at that soon enough. Gollop's first pool there looked to be a little bit of a struggle. This next one's nicely set up. It is kind of annoying trying to juggle in and out of these pools with Prime also rotating since you're locked onto them. But, yeah. Gollop ending that one even a little bit prematurely. On the right screen there, RoboScout screen, you can see Ice Spreader and MQA. So if they had walked even just a little bit further, would have been right there. Ice Spreader's a huge time save on Exo as well. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Still looking for Plasma. That's really unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Plasma was... None of the beams were kind today. I'm not sure... Yeah, I'll wait for the interview, but yeah, those beams.
Alright, Gollop coming up on basically the last pool here. One thing you see happening is that they also have to wait for Prime to do some attacks because they're not stalling out the pool as long as they can. Okay, yes, we will not be harsh on Baba since yes, they are an Echoes player, but it is still unfortunate that they're stuck on Plasma. Like, a big appreciation to all of these runners here, especially Gollop and Baja mainly being Echoes players, but deciding to step in and play this as well.
Yeah, I can absolutely not blame anyone for being stuck on Plasma right now. It took me a while to play this, and I've played this game for years at this point.
Yep. As always, we will cheer anyone who wants to join these weeklies on. It's available to anyone, as we've mentioned before, and as I will plug again after our interviews, because I will repeatedly plug how great this community is and how great these people are. There is no one in the booth that can stop me. So.
No, you! You're great.
We can leave that till the end. Not about me right now. You guys put on a hell of a show. Alright, Gollop unfortunately getting a 5 here. And Metroid Prime is not being cooperative. Oh no.
I believe not being cooperative is just Prime's natural state of being.
Alright, so Gollop has now finished official race time of 1:44.39. And that'll be on your screen in basically any second now. Oh, the little Metroid getting in the way to sacrifice itself for Prime.
I'm sure it appreciates the effort.
Yep. Alright, so Gollop is not going to come into the booth. Pretty much as expected, but once again, GG's to Gollop, GG's to Robo, and I guess we step into a bit of an interview now. Hop, I've been talking way too much. What questions do you want to start with?
I don't have any at the moment.
Alright, Robo Scout, you wanted to talk about beams. Get going.
Yeah, yeah, they were bad. So, Weight Beam in Phendrana is never really good since there just aren't too many locations for it. Ice Beam on Plant is... yikes.
You're gonna laugh, but Gollop rushed Flogger early, and we were all like, oh, that's gonna be such a waste, man. Why would you rush that? But lo and behold, Ice Beam on Flagra.
Not Ice Beam before Flagra, Ice Beam on Flagra.
Yep. We had IBBF, IBBF AF, and now we have IBOF, so... and then that
Yeah.
plasma sure sent you guys on a wild hunt.
Yeah. I'm just really glad it wasn't there was nothing in Workstation or Thardus. Because I was expecting Ice Beam to be on Thardus or something stupid like that.
So after Gollop got Thermal, they did go ahead and fight Thardus as well, and that was just a missile. And I believe Quarantine Cave was, or sorry, Quarantine Monitor was also just mini tank, so. Yeah. Any other comments you want to talk about? Like, for the most part, just nice execution overall. Kind of got screwed over by routing, but it's a randomizer who doesn't.
Yeah, my routing was not the best for the seed, but that's what's gonna happen when the Ice Beam's on Flagra.
Yeah, it just opened. The thing is, like, with Ice Beam being right there, on top of Wave Beam just being early in Phendrana, so much opens up to you all at once in Phendrana that it's almost overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you guys found Thermal as well in Triclops Pit, that immediately throws open all of Crashed Frigate as well, logically. So, I forgot to mark Gollop as done. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now.
I see on the tracker that Gollop never found any beam combos, which is interesting.
Nope. But no combos at all. So, yeah, there's a... It was sure an interesting seed, we'll put it that way. But in the end, we got some good entertainment out of it. I think you had fun playing it, even though you probably hit your head on the wall a couple times from...
Oh, don't worry, I'm a prime
big
masochist.
checks that you missed out.
Oh, don't worry, I'm a prime masochist. I enjoy this kind of stuff. This
okay,
was
we
hot
only-
garbage, and I like it
made
that
fun
way.
of you a little bit when you didn't commit to some hard tricks for nicer routing. But yes, in all honesty, that was very well played from all of you. Baja's still going on right now, so I'll probably go ahead and plug their channel as well for everyone to catch the end of that seed. But obviously we can't host since it's SpeedGaming, and it'll be transferred over to another SpeedGaming channel. Knowing that, though, we should probably start to wrap things up. Do either of you have any last things you want to say?
Yeah, required plant.
Alright. Fair enough. Anything from you, Op?
No, it was a good watch.
Alright. And so then, with that, as always, go ahead, follow the runners. Go ahead, follow the tracker, Sasquatch, my fellow commentator Op, and myself as well, if that's your thing. There are links in the chat there. Go ahead, join the community here if you want to join in on these weekly races, or you just want to learn more about the randomizer and even learn some tricks, because there are tons of helpful people in the community. And with that coming to a close, I'm gonna go ahead and refer you all to Baja Blood, who is playing the same seed in this weekly, and they're just kind of finishing everything up. So, once again, congratulations, Robo Scout. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next mission.
See ya.
See ya.